Ever found yourself fuming over a spilled coffee stain on your shirt as you dash out the door? These pesky moments might seem trivial, but they have the power to derail your whole day, and mastering them could transform how you navigate life's little irritations. Chances are, you've encountered something like this lately, perhaps even today. Accidentally knocking over your coffee while hurrying to leave. Wrestling with a stubborn phone setting until you throw in the towel out of sheer exasperation. Suffering from a bug bite, painful sunburn, or a stubbed toe that throbs unexpectedly. Enduring a lengthy queue or bumper-to-bumper traffic jam. Dealing with someone talking, or chewing gum, or slamming a door, way too loudly. Feeling interrupted or completely disregarded in a conversation. These incidents don't typically shatter your life path, but they're undeniably irritating, and sometimes their bothersome nature can color the rest of your day. Experts have labeled such events as microstresses or daily hassles. See https://link.springer.com/article/1007/bf008448445. They often strike without warning, introducing a dose of stress that disrupts your rhythm. While they're minor in comparison to major upheavals like assaults, injuries, or profound losses, in my role as a psychologist, I've observed how frequently individuals grapple with tolerating these annoyances or downplay their effects. You've likely heard advice like don't sweat the small stuff or keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Yet, for many, shaking off the residual emotional sting proves challenging. And it can worsen when you berate yourself for failing to move past it. Even if a single irritant appears insignificant, their accumulation can pile up like water in a bucket until it overflows, leading you to lash out unexpectedly or even shed tears. But here's where it gets controversial. Is it really just small stuff, or could these daily hassles be silently eroding our health? Research indicates that built-up stresses can exact a toll in various ways. For instance, a 1980 study, https://doi.1037/1037/3514.54.3.486, revealed that individuals facing more frequent daily hassles experienced heightened fatigue, headaches, and digestive issues. More recent investigations, https://psychnet.apa.org/record/2008-00684004, demonstrate that elevated stress from such hassles predicts increased intake of high-fat and high-sugar snacks, potentially impacting physical well-being. Additionally, clinical studies, https://link.springer.com/article/1007/017-017-1436-3, show that those reporting high levels of daily hassles are far more prone to developing generalized anxiety disorder, major depressive disorder, or panic disorder over several years. Annoying experiences are a standard, unavoidable aspect of human existence. So, whether you're worried about their compounding influence on your overall health or simply aiming to dial down immediate frustration, there's merit in honing skills to manage them better. This is where proven psychological techniques shine. In acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT, https://eon.co/essays/how-to-life-in-the-face-of-dark-emotions. A key differentiation exists between inescapable pain and avoidable pain. Microstresses, like arriving late, staining your shirt, or receiving a terse message, embody the inescapable pain inherent to life. Hassles are inevitable. However, your response determines if you amplify the stress. ACT-based skills, which I'll reference throughout this guide, can minimize the avoidable pain tied to unpleasant experiences, such as routine annoyances. Evidence. https://www.sciencedirect.com/article/pi/s22121440/pi/s22121447240 via %3D Hub supports ACT's effectiveness in addressing various psychological strains, including those from daily hassles. I've witnessed this firsthand in therapy. Consider one client who grew agitated by his neighbor's dog barking erratically day and night. Despite efforts to discuss it with the neighbor, the barking persisted, as did his irritation. With time and practice, he adopted a detached stance. The dog didn't quiet down, but he learned to pause, acknowledge his frustration, and employ strategies I'll outline below. This shift made a world of difference. With consistent effort, you can cultivate a more skillful approach to annoyances, no matter what barking dog lurks in your future. Adopt radical acceptance. It's instinctive to crave fixing or erasing irritations. But insisting that an aggravating event shouldn't have occurred doesn't alter reality, it only intensifies your distress. Picture yanking on a sealed door, exhausting and futile. That's the essence of radical acceptance. https://psyche.co/guides/how-to-enjoy-your-problems-and-reach-enlightenment. Life's minor stresses resemble a barrage of small skirmishes. If you default to instinctive reactions like wishful thinking, I wish this wasn't happening, rumination, why did this occur, self-blame, why am I so clumsy, or blaming others, they wreck my day, you remain trapped in mental loops, detached from the present, and prolonged discomfort. Instead of merely feeling peeved about a misplaced key or rude remark, you accumulate extra mental drain, shame, or bitterness. Radical acceptance involves acknowledging the event's reality without opposition. It doesn't imply endorsement. It means ceasing the battle against the unchangeable. You're essentially disarming and affirming, this has transpired. How can I navigate it without becoming engulfed? You opt not to let it dictate your day's vibe. Try these gentle cues to reinforce radical acceptance. This is the current unfolding of events. I can't rewind to alter what's past. Resisting amplifies my suffering. Clinging to the past forfeits the present. The now is the sole moment I can influence. In practice, say you misplace your keys. Rather than dwelling on thoughts like, why me again, or just what I needed, take a moment to affirm, this isn't perfect, but I won't dwell here. I'll breathe deeply and methodically retrace my steps. By halting resistance to reality, you create space to proceed, not by dismissing the annoyance, but by choosing not to escalate it. Create space for your emotions. Emotions resemble ocean waves. They surge, peak, and recede, often in minutes if given room. Each prompts a natural response, and acting on them constitutes emotion-driven behavior. Minor hassles can spark intense reactions, prompting swift, emotion-led actions. Ever seen someone jump the queue? You might feel a surge of annoyance, leading to glaring, muttering disapproval, or snapping at an unaware clerk. While instinctive, yielding to fleeting emotions can sometimes divert you from your ideal self. Here's an alternative approach. Notice your feelings. Emotions manifest in your body first. Losing something vital might cause a stomach knot or racing heart. In these moments, inquire, what's my current emotion and bodily sensation? This seemingly passive step is vital for reducing entanglement in negative thoughts and fostering thoughtful responses. Name your feelings. Advance beyond noticing. No fancy terms needed, just simple labels. I'm frustrated. Or this is anxiety. Pretend introducing a friend. Meet my irritation. It's here because this cafe line creeps along. Evaluate your response's effectiveness. In ACT, effective actions align with your core values and objectives. Every choice either advances or hinders the life you're crafting. Question if an emotions impulse serves you. Does yelling at a barista for an error align with my desired life? Or, Will obsessing over someone's hiccups benefit me long term? Effectiveness focuses on personal alignment, not conventional solutions.